Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We're here today at Conway Bailey Transport at Victoria. It looks as if they're also the transport company for ocean fish as well. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drop-off points there that you can see, high-level ramps there, so they can reverse the HGV straight up straight into the docking bays there. RR Transport lorry there. I am going to walk around the perimeter in a minute and I'll have a look, see if there's any rubbish or anything blown around. The Conway Bailey Transport. Another one there on the loading bay already there. But I will just give you a quick rundown. Oh, there's R&R, look, RR Transport going in. It's a nice shot of the wagon going in. I will just read off a bit of the what they do. Right, what we do. At Conway Bailey Transport, we pride ourselves in achieving a level of service throughout the UK and Europe which will satisfy the most demanding customers. I'm going to walk around the perimeter a minute while I read this gump, and then I'll come back and I'll take the drone up afterwards. So, right, they drive 60,000 kilometres per day. They deliver 3,000 pallets a day and they store 5,500 pallets. What we do, from single pallets to full loads, we deliver to local, regional, national and European destinations. Oh, another lorry driving around in there, look. A lot of Scanias, they seem to like the Scanias. Right, let's get back. We can transport almost anything, anywhere, at any time, and have one of the most modern fleets around. All our equipment is regularly inspected and serviced by our in-house technicians. It's a nice front loader there. I assume they use that for loading the pallets on and off of the trucks. Logistics solutions. Our logistics department will ensure your goods are delivered wherever they are needed. We specialise in delivering your goods to their destination on time and on budget. There's a lorry parked up here, look, a wagon. I'm not entirely sure who it belongs to, but it's on a public highway. There is no double yellow lines there or anything though, so there is no restrictions to park in here. But yeah, there's another one there, look. It just seems a bit strange that they have all this yard and they decide to park on the road. But never mind. I have already walked the perimeter and I did see that the yard isn't particularly clean and tidy. Which is why I'm heading back up there now to point it out on the actual video. It's not too bad, to be fair, but there is a bit of detritus and some knocked over pallets and things, which does make the yard look a bit yucky. It can do. This is quite a big yard actually. I mean, I'm walking around the perimeter now and it's taken me a minute or two to get around. Let's see what else we've got on the information on Conway Bailey Transport. We specialise in delivering your goods to their destinations on time and on budget. Fully serviced ambient and cold storage facilities. Cold storage available up to -20 degrees. As part of our commitment to providing a sector-leading service, we have an in-house training department. We are constantly upskilling our drivers and warehouse staff. They do also have another premises in Truro, I think, that they're a part of. So we have temperature controlled. We run an extensive range of temperature controlled dual compartment and meat rail trailers. They can transport goods at any temperature from -25 to +20 degrees. All of our fridge trailers are ATP accredited, enabling us to transport perishable goods throughout Europe and the UK. They offer cold storage located in Truro and Victoria, which is where I am today. Our facilities can offer ambient, chilled and frozen storage, as well as a picking service, all to BRCGS regulations and standards. Driver training. As a large independent haulier, it's imperative that we're self-sufficient as possible, which is why we have an in-house training facility to provide CPC training and compliance updates to all of our staff. Right, you know, we've just reached the area that doesn't look particularly nice in the yard. As you can see, we've got a big skip there that's just dumped across these gates. The skip is also full up with stuff. It wouldn't be quite so bad if it was just an empty skip, but unfortunately it's not. All these pallets are reasonably stacked up nice and tidily, and then we come to these. And this little bit of the yard here, I think they could do with a little bit of a tidy up. But as you can see, they've got all sorts of different wagons in the yard. They've got ocean fish wagons there at the back, RR Transport. Oh, there's a gentleman in the back of that one. That he's counting cement bags, look. And then we've got the Conway Bailey Transport trailers as well. I did see some Argos trailers in here. I'm not sure whether I can get them on camera because I can't quite remember where they were, but there were Argos trailers in here earlier on. We'll walk back around to the main entrance now, and let's see if there's anything else that's a bit interesting happening. And if not, I shall just get the drone up and see what kind of drone shots we can get from CBT. But oh, I know I've already said it, but it's quite a walk. There's a new construction site going on down this side. I'm not quite sure what's happening there, but they've got a funky sign on the gates, or on the fencing rather, I should say. And here it is: police secured by design, security system in operation. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but if you then come over and read this sign, thieves beware, advanced forensic protection property protected. So I'm not sure what advanced forensic protection would be. I can't see, I wouldn't expect to see any video cameras or security system. They obviously must have one there somewhere. But if nobody can actually see the security system, then it must be quite a good security system. A lot of places have cameras that are remotely linked to mobile security patrols. So if the cameras are activated by motion sensor, then the security personnel will jump in their vans and rush to the site where the activation has taken place. we are slowly starting to get back around to the entrance again. As you can see, there's the front loader again. I can only see one front loader. I couldn't see any forklifts or anything driving around, but I'm assuming that the majority of it all goes into the actual warehouse itself to be unloaded, so we wouldn't necessarily see too much forklift action around here anyway. Right, we're back around the front again now. Wait for this lorry to come out a minute. Right, yeah, so we're back at the front again. It does look quite busy. There's another lorry there just going to reverse back into one of the bays there. It did say on Google that this was about the busiest that it ever gets. So I thought I would take this opportunity to come and have a look whilst it was a bit busier, and there was a little bit more activity around. I'm just wandering up here a minute to see if this is another entrance, but I think this might be a different entrance to a different business. So I will just have a quick scooch around the corner and see. Yeah, this is a different company, that's brakes. So yeah, I shall go back down here and see if I can go and have a chat with somebody in a minute. There is another loading bay in there, if you can see it. There's someone else loading up there already in there. So there is definitely more than 5 bays. There's an ocean fish lorry wagon going out there now, look. Nice 68 plate one. I'm not sure where he's off to. But yeah, so it does look as if this is quite a busy place. There's been several lorries that I've heard coming and going whilst I was walking the perimeter. So yeah, he's now back into the bay. He's gone to bay number 4 there, look. And they're cleaning bay number 1 out. I don't know if you can see, but number 1 is being cleaned out there as well. There's actually a bay number 8 there. So where the 6 and 7 are at the back, and you can't, down there where that other one's loaded, and you can't see 6 and 7. I'm not sure, but there's definitely bay number 8. If that's a company phone, it's against GDPR to take my photograph, sir. It's against GDPR to take my photograph. It's all being recorded, mush. I can't hear you. You'll have to come out if you want to speak to me. Well, then let me get on, please, all right? I'm going to take the drone up in a minute. I'm taking the drone up. The drone. Drone. So yeah, he really wasn't very happy that I had my picture taken, was he? I will be asking for a copy of that. It's GDPR, you've got no choice but to let me have a copy. So I will be asking. Public property. It's public property. I'm allowed to video in public property. Private property. You're under your company's GDPR. So you either delete that or you send me a picture. I will be writing and asking for a copy of that So if you delete it, it's illegal. Right, yeah, I didn't want to, I did cover that because he obviously had private messages there. So I didn't want to, that's why I covered the camera up then. I know that we do these things, but I'm not purposely going to put private information onto the channel. If somebody walks up to me and sort of says their name and whatever, then obviously I'm happy to put it on camera, but not if they don't particularly want me to. So now I'm about, so what I'm going to do now is take the drone up right next to the security desk, just because there's nothing to stop me doing it. It's perfectly publicly accessible. It's definitely, it's a public pavement. So under no circumstances can he say that it's private information or that I'm not allowed to record. I know for a fact that I can record here because I am on a public footpath. So I am just going to get my drone up. I think he thought he was going to be funny by threatening to take my picture then. But it obviously hasn't worked, has it? Almost ready. Takeoff is already permitted. But what I will do is just check on drone assist a minute, just to prove that it is safe to take off from here. Right, let's have a look at drone assist. Yep, and as you can see, we are there, and there is absolutely no restrictions whatsoever. So yep, we are quite perfectly okay to fly here. Right, I'll now start recording. So let's go up and see what we can see. I'm gonna put it up a reasonably good way. I might cross the road so I got a better view of the drone. Oh yeah, that's much better. Blimey. This is quite a big yard. Some of the wagons and whatever. Look, I'm up at 85 metres at the moment. 100, 110. Right, I'm now at max altitude, so that is 120 metres above the ground. And I still cannot get the whole yard in one shot. But,
max altitude reached.
Let's just whip over and have a quick look over here. The security gentleman is ignoring me now. Right, yeah, there's a little bit of a mess in the backyard there. I mean, considering the size of the yard, it doesn't appear to be too bad, really. There is some old crates and things there that have just been dumped there by the looks of it. And is that old liquid tanks, or is that washing machines of some sort? I think that might just be some old water tanks or liquid tanks of some sort. But yeah, there's lots and lots of activity going on in the yard. I'll spin around and have a look at the loading bays. I'm going to have to bring the drone back this way a little bit so that we can see the loading bays a little bit. So yeah, there are the loading bays there. It does look as if there's only still the two loading. Although saying that, is that one? Oh no, it looks like there might be something loading on that one as well now. Well, he's obviously just unloaded and going back around there to park, I would imagine. Yep. And there he goes back around there to park up now. So yeah, this is quite a big site. I might have to come right back out so that I can get a picture for Google Maps. Let's see if I can get a reasonable shot for Google Maps here. There we go. That's pretty much the whole thing in one shot. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be very much else going on. There's a wagon over the back there that's just disappearing. Security is certainly keeping out of the way now because it's been established that I'm on public property, so he can't really do very much. He really wasn't happy, but it's not really my responsibility for him to be happy, to be fair. I'm doing absolutely nothing illegal, so I don't see why I shouldn't. Right, that's now finished the 360-degree view for Google Maps. So I'm just going to get the drone back now, and I think we can, well, it's a semi-successful really, I won't say it was a huge success because well, it wasn't really, was it? Let's be honest. Security thought they were going to be funny by trying to take a photograph of me, which then wasn't quite so funny when he realised that I was going to ask the company for a copy of it and that you had to keep hold of it by law. He wasn't all that happy about that one. Which is why in the end I think he decided to show me that he hadn't actually recorded anything. But yeah, I'm just going to go and let him know that I finished now and that I'm going to be on my way. And I think that'll be it for this video. If you do like the content that I'm currently doing at the moment, please do give the channel a thumbs up and a like, and subscribe. If you also hit the bell icon next to the subscription button, it will send you a notification every time I upload any new videos onto the channel. So I think for this one, that's it. Thank you very much, everybody.